Hey, Paulette.
Everybody.
Nika.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Cullen's Corner Hot Topics. I'm Paulette.
Hey, this is Cullen, y'all. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is DeCarlo.
And I'm Nicole.
Hey, everybody. Like I said before, we got a lot of topics that we're going to be covering. Remember, if you hung out with me this morning, you already know that the day shift was where we were hanging out. And I told you that we had some crazy hot topics tonight that we were going to be covering. So, first of all, y'all, get in the room. Tell all your friends, your family, your brown skin cousins, them, all of your black skin cousins, them to come on in the room. Let's share tonight. We are live on about 8 different platforms right now. We're on LinkedIn, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitter, we're on all over the place on Facebook. Here's what I need you to do. Pass your phone to your best friend. Let them watch with you. We about to come in here and act a fool. Now, we have a couple of topics. And we have a pledge drive that literally starts or started 4 minutes ago. And we're going to be telling you guys about that later on before the end of the show. So, top of the hour, y'all, we got some hot topics that I can't believe in 2023 we're getting ready to discuss. And we're going to be talking about race. Y'all ready for this?
Let's go.
Or should we leave that one for last? I think we should talk about it now. What do y'all think?
Let's talk about it.
Which one?
Y'all, Halle
The
Bailey
juicy one?
is the new, huh?
Never mind.
No,
Go
no, no,
ahead.
no,
You
no, no,
talking
no, no,
about?
no. You're talking about the
Say,
sister that. Come on back, DeCarlo. Come on back. Come on back.
I'm
She's
back.
a
I'm
she
back.
about 12 years old. That was a joke. That was a joke. She
No,
back because she don't know.
no.
She don't. I mean,
R.
yes.
Kelly just went to jail
Again.
again. Carlo ain't going.
I don't know about y'all.
Oh
I don't know about y'all.
my God!
Again.
He said, "Ooh,
Again.
again." We don't even want to talk about that. That was a whole hot mess.
Yeah,
So
That's
that's
a
y'all,
whole.
listen.
That,
What I want to do. So let's talk about that really quick because we like to go into the news and information that you can use before we jump in. And y'all, if you head over to brownstoneworldwide.com, yep, I said it, brownstoneworldwide.com. Listen, you will be able to get more news and information that you can use about the R. Kelly case. And I'm really really surprised because he was actually acquitted of 2. So he was not found guilty on 2 charges, but baby, they got him on the big ones. Okay, so head on over to brownstoneworldwide.com and you're going to be able to actually see articles about the R. Kelly case. And you'll also be able to see, let's see, other pieces of content that, including some of our regular shows that you guys will be able to see on a regular basis. So I'm excited about that. Really, really excited. So the one thing that I definitely wanted to talk about first was, of course, R. Kelly, like you said. But then there's something else that I wanted to share with you all. It's been all over social media for the past couple of hours, and it started this morning. And let's talk about some of the online stuff that people are selling. And the reason why I want to bring this up really quick before we go into our hot topics is because sometimes y'all on here trying to sell us anything. Why y'all selling prayer classes for $1,500?
where?
Y'all ain't
What they
seen
doing?
that?
I did.
No.
Right.
I
I thought,
did.
okay, come on.
What?
Nicole,
So,
please
wait,
explain.
okay.
What's going on? Why are we selling $1,500 prayer classes?
So, here's why gauging your audience is so important. It's not just about it being a
Yes.
press class. Okay, so it's Dr. Juanita Bynum. It
Yes.
okay, so she had the collar, you gonna fall off there. So she has a class that she is offering, and it I don't know if the title is called some kind of prayer class, but that's what it's been labeled on social media. And
Yeah.
I think she put it out there in maybe not the best audience because there are quite a few other things that she's including in her package.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
so let me pose it this way. What's the difference between her prayer class and Woman Thou Art Loose other than the leaders who lead it? The thing that's given at the
Woo,
event is the
woo, woo.
so I mean what's the difference?
So, whew. Oh, we lost Cullen. Listen, y'all. Let's keep talking. Listen,
Yeah.
I do want to talk about this. It's actually called, and I pulled it up because I was floored myself when I saw it. What is going on? We got a lot going on in the back.
Yeah,
Okay, where are we? Who's talking?
Hold on. I think it's just a lot going on.
Let's hang tight. Hey,
and you
y'all. For
sound
those
like
of you
you're
all
on
who are in the
reverb.
comments,
We got
okay, Cullen
lagging
said he'll be
going on.
back, but I don't know if maybe somebody's phone is on or what. Okay, there we go.
It's
All
a
right, so let's talk about. It's called the Prayer Institute. Let's talk about that really quick before Cullen comes back. So I feel like I'm being a bad little kid. So it's called the Prayer Institute, and it is coming in October.
Mhm.
It is an actual institute starting on October 6, 2022. Now, Nicole, to your point, there. So what she is offering, y'all, for her. Let me pull it back up because I was floored, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I really, really was. Her Prayer Institute
But
is
what
teaching
floor
people. Well, I tell you, here's what it is. It is a 4 week. It is a let's see. It is a 4 week, 7 session in person, 2 hour intensive. It's going to be here in Atlanta where I am, and she's actually live right now, talking about it and talking about prayers and curses. Now I don't have nothing against anything that this sister does. Whatever you feel like you got to do to make your coins, do that, right? But where I have my issue is prayer is free, y'all. I think I think that's my issue. Maybe I am oh, I don't know. I don't know. Me personally, I personally have an issue with charging people $1,500 in order to get what they got. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. It's already within you, so you shouldn't have an issue having access to everything else that everybody else has access to. However, to your point, Nicole, um, she knows her audience. And if I didn't know who I was in the Lord, me personally, if I didn't have a direct connection with God, I think I might want to take her class because I might think that she's magic. I don't know, right? She's selling a blessed cloth that she's going to anoint you with. She's selling some oil with it. She's selling a journal with it. And she's also selling like a how-to booklet on how to pray effectively. So it's an entire thing in addition to her class or whatever. So it's, again, a 4 week, 7 session in-person, 2 hour intensive. And let's see, it says seating is limited. So from on the back end, I'm like, you must really, really, really have some other stuff going on. And people have been talking about it all day. She knows her audience. I don't. There are a lot of people, it's like, you know what, prayer is free. But if she knows a fast track to get God to move, okay. I don't know. But I just thought while Cullen was logging back in that we should, okay, DeCarlo done raised his hand, Jesus. Okay.
What's up, D?
So you mean to tell me for $1,500, not only will I be learning how to pray, but I get a prayer cloth too?
Do we get a key to heaven too?
I'm telling you.
Let me tell
Hold
you.
on.
Can I
Let
get
me
the
go
black
on, D.
gold key?
That's like me asking for. That's that good question that people be asking. Would I rather have $500,000 or a dinner with Jay Z? I'm gonna keep my $1,500.
I mean, I thought I would just
Okay.
that
No,
part.
So, but it's okay. It's
I'm sorry.
listen. I'm
Go
not
ahead.
dropping my $1,500. Let me say that.
no.
Okay, but this is a coach. Let's take the fact that she's calling it a prayer, whatever she's calling it. She's still a coach. She's still a business. And she is bringing people together to learn something that they might not know, in addition to community. Now, I'm not saying what she's doing is right. I'm not saying what she's doing is wrong. Y'all all laughing, but I promise you, she gonna sell out. And somebody made a good point today that
Oh, I guarantee you.
she put it out there, and whether or not good feedback, I mean, good audience and publicity, she's getting it because somebody somewhere is sitting saying they're
Mm-hmm.
alone. They need somebody to help them because they don't know how to cross over from being by themselves, from knowing how to pray, from knowing what to say,
Mm-hmm.
and they're too ashamed
Yep.
because the church
Yep.
they've been in has banished them or shamed them. So
Wow,
they're
really?
looking. It's somebody for everybody, and
Wow.
she is no different. So I'm not saying she right
You're
or wrong
right.
in what she's doing,
I
but
agree.
she's
I
gonna
agree.
sell out because it's gonna be quite. And she's got a long following. You got to remember that she's
Is,
not new in this industry.
Yes,
She's got
No,
she does.
behind
is her intention
Nope.
good?
Mm-mm. She's
she
not.
now, but
No.
no, not for
I'll watch,
$1,500.
I'll watch her online for free and keep my 1,500. Don't get me
That's all I
wrong.
ask. Is her intention good? If her
Listen,
intention good, then all right.
for $300 and
I
a New
just
Testament Bible, I could do the same thing.
You sure could. Now go ahead, but but if you were teaching the same thing that she was teaching, I bet she sell out her $1,500 seats faster than you
She
would.
probably will because she is a very
agreed.
prolific person in the gospel. Let's
That's
just not, we can't knock her for that because
Right.
she really
Mm,
is. But for
right.
$1,500, it better be some good food there at this 4-week event.
Wait a
And I'm
minute.
not talking
Oh,
about church's
what?
chicken. She better go to Gladys Knight and go fill up that restaurant.
But what's the difference
You-
between her, what she's doing, and TD Jake's one session of Woman Thou Art Loose? What's the difference? And his
A
program,
lot.
what's the
Because a
difference?
lot of women ain't that loose no more.
You,
Okay. Yeah. She done put out the fan on you, man. Hey,
Yeah.
Paulette, what topics we got tonight, Paulette?
I'm through.
All
Yeah.
right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get to these topics. That was
Yeah.
hot. All right. So first of all, really, so real quick, Summer Lynn's says, "Is that with or without the pop off water?" She's talking about Peter Popoff, y'all. If don't nobody know, and if y'all not in ministry, you don't know who that is. So I had to holler internally when I saw that. All right. So big shout out
Hey, tell
to
Summer it's
Summer
after the
Lynn. Let's
BT Uncut. Come
go ahead
on.
and get into these topics really quick, y'all. Um,
What just happened?
I'm not gonna play
Yeah,
with y'all tonight.
tell Summer when after BT Uncut, that's when Peter
Okay.
Popoff come on with the water. So
Lord help us.
That was
Yes, he does, and he just be splashing it everywhere. Yes. All right, so let's get to our very
we
first
getting out of
topic,
pocket.
y'all. I do want to definitely say that this is a hard one. So let's talk about the first thing, which is what is up with all of the backlash around The Little Mermaid? Now, are we
Mm.
really worried about the historical accuracy of a cartoon? Y'all, for any of you all who have been under a rock, about 2 years ago, it was announced that Halle Bailey was going to be starring in the updated version of Walt Disney's classic, The Little Mermaid. Now, there was backlash then. I
It
couldn't
was.
even bring myself to load some of the photos and video footage that I have seen around social media over the past couple of days since the release of the cute little promo, right? So I don't know if anybody else has seen it, but there have been cartoon photos of her in chains. There have been blackface made of her. There have been entire memes made of her using broken English vernacular. There has been people having, there are entire Facebook groups, y'all, that are talking about her being, I don't even want to say the word, but I'm going to say the L word, inched, right? And there was someone that got into one of the rooms and screenshot a ton of photos and stuff of people of the white persuasion who are literally pissed that this young Black woman has had an opportunity to take her talents and put them to screen and bring this amazing character to life. Now, here is what I would want you all to know, for those of you all who are tuning in for the first time. You are currently watching Corner Hot Topics, which will air later on Saturdays on KCCR Radio, The Brownstone. You can always catch this show on YouTube on Brownstone Worldwide. Go ahead and subscribe. You can like, comment, and share. Now, getting back to what I do know about mermaids, y'all, they ain't real. So we can make them any way that the hell we want to. That's number one. Number two, did y'all know that in 1991, Ariel herself literally ran across an African mermaid off of the Ivory Coast? Did y'all know that? So let's open up the floor, y'all. What say you about what is going to happen and the impact that, number one, it is going to have on our young Black and brown babies, right? And also, what in the world is wrong with grown folks?
All right, so I gotta jump in. So
Nobody?
first off, I love all the videos of all the young little brown little girls that saw this trailer. And like, and first thing they say is, that's me. She just like me. That it supersedes any of the racist stuff that's out there.
Yeah.
That's all I see. I see those little brown girls and little girls are saying that they represented, you know, and they love what they see. All this other racist stuff, that's the undercurrent. You can just toss it aside. But it's crazy. It's crazy that people want to have some type of, they want to be accurate on a cartoon. And come on, y'all, it's a cartoon. It don't matter what color she is. You know,
it's a cartoon. Yeah.
Are you guys really serious that, you know, you mad because it's a Black girl? First of all, Halle Berry, Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
Halle Bailey, yes, I love her. I love her.
Bailey, yes.
Chloe.
Yeah.
I've been following them for years since they were younger and they were on YouTube. They're really talented. Yep. I love the fact that they are getting their due, and I'm gonna say it here right now. She's gonna get an Oscar or something for this role. She's gonna get something. She is. She's gonna get something for this role. You heard it here first. She's gonna get something, and it's gonna, you know, I don't know why that people are starting to act this way, but I think she did, just for the little stuff that was leaked out on the internet right now. I'm loving it. Mm-hmm. People are loving it.
I agree.
I don't want to admit to it, but they loving it too. So I don't know. It looks good to me.
That's why, and I could give you 2 prime examples real quick of why it's like that. Let's go back to, remember when the new Star Wars came out recently, and the lead character is a Black man from London, England. Yeah, that shows you what happens when another face takes over a franchise that has been led by a predominantly cultural race like the white America. Let's go into where it is now, and you go into a character that was a redheaded, that was portrayed as a redheaded young girl on screen in a cartoon. Yep. And what is Disney's biggest thing right now is to bring diversity and inclusion into some of their most famous and popular movies, and you name it. That's what's happening right now, and it's killing the biggest that's out there. It's killing them
Yeah.
bad. That's just all it is. That's just like if somebody decide one day to bring True Grit to life with an all black cast. Oh, it happened a year ago with The Harder They Fall.
Right.
Dang near. And people was losing their mind off of that. But they didn't
Yeah.
realize how great that movie was. All it is when you start putting
Mhm.
people of color in higher positions. Just like Captain America. It's finna be a black man real soon. It's coming out in 2024. People lost their mind when
Yeah, I
Black Panther
heard.
came out. Yes. People lost their mind
Mhm.
when Black Panther came out in 2018. When it was just a all black cast. That's what's happening. Now
Yeah.
it's just gonna continue to happen like that because like somebody said, they mad about Ariel being black. Wait till they find out what color Jesus is.
Oh Lord, have mercy. Oh, it's gonna be over with. Jesus, they ain't gonna know what to
Yeah,
do. So
they not.
listen, here's I gotta say this, and I think this hit me really hard today. I rewatched some videos. Now, me and my granddaughter, actually, I let her see the trailer yesterday, and her whole face flipped out. She went, and I was like, "She's black like you." And I'll share that a little bit later on my Facebook Reels. But one of the things that I think is really kind of sad throughout all this, even though it was beautiful to see so many young people who were excited and they were screaming, "Mom, she's black, she's black." Let's talk about the fact that our babies have been dealing with so much being overlooked in terms of how they look and their beauty and how they're seen in their black and brown images, that they literally are stopping to say, "Oh my God,
Yeah.
she's black.
Yeah.
She's brown like me." Have we thought about that just for a moment? And the
Well,
impact
let
that
me.
that brings to people, our young children. And it made me stop and think. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, when President Obama was in the office in the White House, the little boy who rubbed his
Mm-hmm.
head, remember that?
Yep.
That young
Yeah, I
man
remember that.
graduated from
Mm-hmm.
high school
Yep.
here
I remember that.
overseas for his high school graduation, but he's going to college here in the States. And so President Obama reached out to him to catch up with
Yeah.
him. And the little man is so excited. And he said that he wanted to know how that shaped him, because he got a lot of, "Hey, you were the one, you were the
Yeah.
one, you were the one." And that's what President Obama said. That was the impact
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
young man,
Right.
which is why he said, "Touch my hair. It is just
Right.
like yours." So this in this theme of Make America Great,
Mm-hmm.
this is making America great. Forget
Yes.
the again. So let's look at instances such as, because this is not new. Remember Brandy became Cinderella?
Yeah.
Let's take Viola Davis. She's about to
Yeah.
be, in my mind, she is the Sheena, or the warrior princess. That was Lucy Laws
Yep.
all day
Yep.
long.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
so these roles that we are getting in recognition, we can compete, we can perform just as good, and if not better. Let's not even talk about Dominique Dawes.
Oh yeah.
Let's go on to
Right.
the Olympics.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Okay, what's
Yep.
sad is that
I
in
agree. I
2022,
agree.
we are still seeing blacks, browns in first and second only type of roles and type of
Yeah.
awards, type of positions. That's what's
Right.
Right.
sad.
Yeah.
But I'm so happy for that young lady. And
I
I
am
can't
too.
wait to see
Yeah.
more.
Yes.
I can't
Understand?
wait.
Because if
Yeah.
she can do, all she's doing is making a pathway for others to come behind her.
Uh-huh.
Amen. Say that. You right about that. She really
I
is
agree.
talented.
I agree with
What she's
that.
doing.
100%. Yeah. Yep. So I'm going to say this, and I know we have to move on. Um, I don't know what's going on with our platform this evening. It's working on my nerves. But listen, I definitely wanted to let you guys know that the movie comes out May 2023, and we need to represent in droves. Now,
Oh yes.
I think that we need to bring our babies, we need to bring ourselves and show support and love, if nothing else but for Halle Bailey. I've been hearing all kinds of things like, oh, we should be supporting Disney trying to monopolize XYZ. Listen, we're still in the business of generating revenue. What I would encourage everybody to do is to make sure that we take our babies and we take ourselves and we show love to this young lady, because she's taking a hell of a lot of heat,
She
right?
is.
She's a young Black woman. She's taking a lot of heat, and we should be standing up there. We should be standing in her stead together like this. Like, yeah, you go on ahead and do what you gonna do, ma'am.
Right.
We got you, right?
Yes.
And so that's kind of where my head is at. Regardless of what anybody may think, diversity, equity, and inclusion, we definitely need to have this young lady's back. And so we need to go and support this movie in droves. In droves. Is Walt Disney gonna get paid? The question is, let's make sure Halle gets paid. Hello.
You got that right. Make sure
That's
she get her money.
Hey, let me ask a question to the whole panel real quick while we're on this subject.
Yep.
The fact that if you go look back
Mhm.
at the trailer and you see this young girl with not only having black, brown skin, but do you see the dreads? Do you see the image of
The locks.
dreads? Yes, the locks that's in her hair.
Yes.
Do
Been
you know how
growing
powerful?
ever since she was
Yeah.
little.
Yeah. Do you see the power that's in that?
Yes.
That's the one thing that I
power.
love so much,
Yes.
and that's what I want to ask y'all about that.
Amen. Again,
What about her
another
hair?
way to be
Yes.
changing our narrative. We have
Yeah.
to tell our own story. So, and she's making her
That
mark
is
in the world.
correct.
She will go down in
That's
history.
right. Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely. And let me also say this, and that actually leads us right into our next topic, which I know we're getting ready to take a break. And we're going to be talking about good and bad hair. I feel like we're in a Spike Lee movie. But listen, you brought up a really, really good point, DeCarlo. The fact, like Nicole said, we're actually telling our own stories. They didn't make her put on a wig. They didn't do none of that. They changed her hair color. And it was probably like a mousse or something that I used to wear, like when I had my locks and I changed the colors. That's what was happening. So let's see what some of our people are saying over here in our comment section over here. Hang on just a second, y'all. Oh, yes. Okay. Your Butterbar said, that's right. Locks, love it. So I'm going to go ahead and share that with you guys. Listen, like Cullen said, go ahead and check out brownstoneworldwide.com. We are changing the narrative on how we are seen, us as Black and brown people. How can you become a part of that? Listen, tonight, we literally are starting our very first pledge. And before the end of the show, we're going to be sharing with you how you can help to build the brownstone and give back and serve our communities in the North America area. So I think that you guys need to stick around for that. We're going to move on to the next topic. And let's start talking about the one thing that, is like taboo and still taboo in our community. And that's this right here. Talk about good or bad hair, whether you're dark or you're fair. Go on and swear, see if I care, good and bad hair. Do you remember that? That actually came from, so that actually came from, it was a part of a movie called School Days.
Yep.
And it actually came out when I was a senior in high school. I don't know if anybody else remembers it, but I remember it well because it stung. Because I was on the other side. I was on the side of the girls with the quote unquote the bad hair, and I was too dark to be over there with the good and bad hair. So I didn't get the boyfriends, I didn't get the dates, I didn't get any of those because I was on that side. And so let's talk about that. What does good hair mean to you? Is hair that important in today's society? What are your thoughts? I'm going to open up the forum and I'm going to be quiet.
No, you can't be quiet, but I'm going to tell you this. I know a lot of Black women, especially, they put the power in their hair. It's so just like what the Carla was saying, with the locks, it's a lot of power in that, it's a lot of history in that. And just a lot of people growing up and having to, just like what you were saying, having to understand, do they have to wear their hair straight or do they have to wear a wig, and now in the days where people are wearing their natural hair and what they were as queens of the back in the day, and showing how their real crowns are. I'm loving it. I love it. I've been loving it forever. My wife she went totally natural like 7 years ago, and now it's like her hair is just growing so fast. It's like, you know, the stuff that y'all were putting in your hair before, it was stopping, stopping the growth. And then now once you go natural, it's just going crazy. I think that I love the fact that ladies are going natural. You see it on TV now. You know, they used to get mad because it was on the news channels. Now you got sisters on news channels wearing their braids, wearing their locks, whatever, and they not even caring. So, ladies, I want to hear from y'all. I want to hear from y'all what y'all think about it.
Listen, I'm excited to see ladies in their natural state, and I'm not joining the crew. Okay, it's natural up under here, but this takes hair. I went natural. I didn't go natural on purpose. I transferred to braids for health reasons. And so it's convenient. Okay. So when I got here to Texas, I had braids for a while. I took them out and I was like, me and this heat and this natural hair, we not gonna make it together. So I went and bought some other kind of hair and had it put in. I like the fact that we can be versatile with it, right? And whatever it is you want to wear, express yourself. That's the beauty of it. So if you want and natural and flowy and relaxed and colored, because I put some color on this hair. It's mine. I can do what I want. You don't like it, look the other way. Ain't that right, Paulette?
That is correct. So I want to say this, and I want to take it back, because I'm not going to sit here and say, for me personally, that good and bad hair was not something that I heard a lot as a child. And I'm going to be honest with you, I was traumatized as a child about having 4C hair. My siblings, my siblings who are sisters, don't have. My baby brother doesn't have 4C hair. I don't know where this came from. But what I will tell you is that growing up with 4C hair, and being told how much of a you were, or how much I've been told so many horrifying things as a young Black girl growing up about having hard to manage hair, or what they said was hard to manage hair back in the day. I can remember my kids not understanding why I had I was so nervous about even wearing my hair natural. I would only wear a perm, and then all of a sudden somebody introduced me to braids, and then I've been wearing, y'all, for those of y'all who know me for so long, I wore dreads for 22 years. I just cut them off, and the reason why they were cut off was because I got sick. And it was the hardest decision that I had to make as a Black woman who lived her life through her hair. Anybody on this panel will tell you, my hair was to my tailbone, and I kept it long on purpose, because I had so many people growing up, and this is a stigma, unfortunately, that we have instilled in Black women, that they are not beautiful unless, of course, they fit a Eurocentric value of what that beauty is. And so I don't want us to, and this goes back to, the big house. This goes back to slavery. This goes way, 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 way back about what our beauty is. But to grow up in a situation where we are, and we actually have somebody that's put something in on chat. Wow, this is a big one. But what I want people to understand is that there are women who are my age, and I'm 50 plus, who are still traumatized and will go out of our way to hide our natural hair. And it's still a thing. Now, that doesn't mean that we can't be versatile, like what Nicole was saying, and we can't do all of the things with our hair, like braids, like the weaves, or whatever. It is when it becomes damaging. You are putting the glue up here so much that when you take the glue off, your whole flesh is gone and it's raw, right? Or we're afraid to wear our natural hair. So somebody actually says, hair is a centerpiece of Black culture. It's a symbol of identity, of resistance, creative expression, and freedom. It is woven deep into Black culture and therefore rooted in the history of America. But not only that, y'all, I am going to say from my personal experience, because that's all I have, is I was taught to hate my hair and to hate my Blackness in every sense of the word, right? so because of that, I'm standing here bold enough to say that I think I was about 45, 46 once I realized ain't no wrong with me. I spent an entire lifetime hiding the fact that my hair was kinky, even though I had locks. And no woman should have to go through that ever. So I just had to go ahead and put that out there and tell my truth. How about that?
Love that.
We're telling truth today.
Absolutely. I've known women in the professional world who've had issues, and men too, about their braids, their locks, dreads in the workplace. And what I find sad is that we have to actually have law or written about this discriminating factor against us, right? Against us. So it seems like, and just bringing in what happened with the actress, and then bringing this, is if we want to do something to advance ourselves, somehow, some way, it becomes a negative stigmatism to our culture, and this is not making America great. This is not. But the fact that we are making progress, and even though it had with the law, now you're going to see us in our realness. You're going to get all of this blackness coming out in front of you.
Yes.
So you either roll with it or you get rolled over by it.
That part.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So listen, I want to make sure that let me see. I'm looking to see. I want to know who this is doing all this talking over here. But anyway, all of that aside, I'm super excited, y'all, because I wanted to, y'all tell me when, because I know we have a hard stop at 9 Eastern Standard Time. I want to talk about our campaign. Who wants to start?
Okay.
Nobody? Ooh, we quiet tonight.
So listen, I'm excited.
So the campaign, our pledge.
Just when you was getting ready to get warmed up, she said, "Let's go." She was ready.
I'm excited about the pledge. I am actually excited because it gives a way for the community to be able to be a part of the growth of the sustainability of the brownstone worldwide. And I can't wait to get my brick. How about that?
Yep.
I tell you what.
So let's talk about the bricks. Go ahead.
I was just saying, working with the brothers in Jackson, and seeing what they're actually going through on the ground, and what they have to go through. And I have a coworker that works there. They can't even like wash their hands in the water. Wow. And they have to use like buckets just.
Are you serious?
Like bottled water just to wash up every morning, and it's crazy. So we got part of the we really want to make sure that we get eyes on this community, because we don't want it to be I have a brother that the brother told me it happened 2 months ago. It's just now getting airplay.
Wow.
It's just now getting airplay. And so now that it's getting airplay, let's keep the airplay going so that the government can take care of this.
Okay.
It's crazy.
So listen, let's talk about that really quick. What we're talking about, guys, is we're talking about our very first pledge drive. Now, after the show, what's going to happen is we're going to be sharing with you a link where you can actually become a part of serving our community of Black and brown folks. So here's what we want you to do. We want you to join the movement as we begin to change the narrative and tell our own stories our way. How can you help us to serve our communities? Serve with us by supporting our 4-day pledge to build brick by brick brownstone worldwide, so that we can continue to serve while we share proceeds to help bring clean water to Jackson, Mississippi. And we're going to be doing that through the Beta Alpha chapter of Omega Psi Phi. We're going to be working directly with them. Okay, and we got the biggest queue I know. Cullen's okay, all right, that's enough. So wait a minute. First of all, I want everybody out here to know that just about everybody, including myself, officially now are part of the Divine Nine. Okay, so we got a queue over here. Oh. We got the Delta at the bottom. Come on now. Come on. Come on. And we have Alpha Phi Alpha over here in the corner.
Hey, fine.
All right. Hey, up here, right here. Ski. Okay, so there we go. Listen, we are here. We are helping out the culture. We are doing the thing fizzle. Listen, everybody, we're going to be sharing with you all the link so that you all can support building the brownstone. What happens when we build with the brownstone? And we're going to be sharing this information with you after the Cullen's Corner tonight. You will have an opportunity to help build the brownstone brick by brick. Specific dollar amounts will get you a brick. That means virtually. We're going to give you some love. We're going to give you some shout outs. Your business can help to support building us brick by brick. That in turn is going to allow us to take a portion of those proceeds to give back to this particular organization that is giving water on the ground in Jackson, Mississippi. We want to make sure that you guys get all the information on how you can become a part of the movement, which is known as Brownstone Worldwide. So enough of that. All right, so Cullen probably is telling me to shut up and to move along in a loving way. Let's see. So Tara Sumbry said, no such thing. Granny said all hair is good hair. So she's talking about good and bad hair, as long as you have some. Cullen, my life has been very, very busy. On the back end of my trucking company, I'm a government truck contractor. So these contracts have me busy. I'm on, then off. Not sure. I'm assuming she's talking about her good hair, her bad hair, or whatever. And if she's got a trucking company, I have seen some very beautiful sisters here recently that are getting their CDLs, and they out here getting all of the coins. So big shout out to Tahara Sumbry, because y'all out here getting it. I follow a couple of sisters on TikTok who are bringing in the coinage and building entire legacies for themselves because they have access to their CDLs, and they're driving and they got their own trucks. Some of their trucks, honey, look like Barbie doll trucks. So yes, all of that. So anybody want to add to what we just got through talking about? Because this last topic is going to take about the last 15 minutes. Lord have mercy.
Now let's get to the topic. I know we can talk about the water drive. Just make sure you guys just pay attention to brownstoneworldwide.com. Pay attention to the popcorn fundraiser and start giving. I mean, we started about almost an hour ago, so start giving to us, and we can get this water crisis hopefully going. So let's go.
All right, y'all. Nicole.
Nicole. Yes.
So, is there anything taboo sexually in a marriage or a relationship? Now, I'm in neither, so I cannot respond collectively with the rest of you all. So I'm gonna leave that to the rest of y'all, and I'm gonna just sit on down right here because I'm single as a dollar bill.
What does that mean?
Y'all go.
That don't mean nothing.
What?
That don't mean a thing. That don't mean a thing.
So Paulette, we don't talk about just because you say don't try and escape, you will not get out of this answer. Let's go. So if you were in a relationship, is there anything taboo? Taboo. Okay, taboo. Okay.
Not taboo. I want to talk about this fan in a little bit, but we're gonna.
Okay. So since y'all want to talk, so let me ask y'all this. So I know there's a lot of people that when I posted this topic, they were kind of like either way on one side, or way on another side. So to me, especially if you're married, I mean, that's between y'all two. If y'all want to use a toy, use a toy. If y'all want to do some things that y'all ain't never did before, hey, that's pretty cool. As long as you bring the thunder, and you
Wait a
bring
minute.
the
I'm
bring the
gonna go
ring.
ahead and
It's
finish
all
all the
good.
comments that you made when you posted that question. Make sure you include the part about the code words, the
Oh yeah,
safe
yeah, yeah,
zone.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
go
So
into that.
yeah, you gotta have a code word now. You gotta put your code word out
What do
there
you
because
mean code words?
Girl, you know good and well what the
come on,
code word
Dakala,
is.
tell her,
Come
Dakala, tell
on
her.
No
now.
hell.
Just, yeah, you do when they
Dakota,
get
I
when
don't
you
know what
get
y'all talking about.
Oh, you know.
okay. So let's say, for instance, you decide in your life that you just want to be, as the kids say, slutted out. And you got some things that you want to do, but there's got to be a code word to come in it. You can have a word like pineapples or
Pineapple.
chicken noodle soup, or just make up your own word. Blacktail. It don't matter. Here's the thing. Do I think it's taboo? It depends on what your relationship or marriage is. Now, if you have a monogamous marriage, 9 times out of 10, there are certain things that you're keeping within you and your spouse. Now, we live in a world now where we're learning about polyamory. And I don't know if I said that right, but we're learning about open marriages, open relationships, swingers. We're learning about these different things where people are doing more to either spice up their life or they're opening themselves to possibilities that they always wanted to,
What you
and
talking
they
about,
have
Dakala?
not been afraid of that. So,
I think
do I
y'all
think
got
it's
Cullen. He
taboo?
blushing.
But is it based on the relationship?
I ain't blushing.
But is it based on the relationship that you have with your significant other or wife or spouse or whatever? Yes,
Um.
because some people are open to this stuff.
Yeah. What you got to say,
So
Dakala?
can I ask a silly question? I'm,
Mm.
yeah, go ahead, because I'm still trying to figure out what the hell a code word is. But go ahead.
Okay, so the code
Okay,
word is if you're in a relationship and y'all have decided that y'all gonna bring X, whatever X is, him, her, them, or whatever,
Hmm.
it's a code word that only you and your spouse know that this is your partner know this is where you stop. It's the
yes.
time I give, I'm tapping out,
Hmm.
whatever that is. Okay, so when Cullen posed the question, but before I hold on, let me do one thing.
Matter of fact, let me go to the question.
Can't.
Hold on, what that say? Let me put my glasses on.
Yeah,
Breaking news.
not
I'm
that
supposed to
old, child.
be. Yo, shout out to Jennifer Jasper, owner and founder and creator of God Ain't Petty, but I Am.com. Go get your
Okay.
shirts, go get your mugs. Okay, go ahead.
Let me go find this question while you go ahead, Cole. I'm gonna find these comments.
So
Yeah,
So
find
listen.
this is because I did my homework because I had to get ready for this one because
Okay.
I had my
Okay.
own personal, but everybody that posted on Cullen's comment was like, the bed should not be defiled. The bed should not be defiled. I'm sorry,
Best we
what
find.
now? So okay, so to DeCarlo's point of it's decided as between you, him, and them. Okay, whatever you do at your house. So this is my issue. Don't take a portion of a sentence in the Bible and base your whole answer off of, because it does not say the bed shall not be defiled. By itself, there is context before, there is context after. So you pull the whole thing together. It says the bed shall not be defiled in marriage between a husband and a wife. Otherwise, God will judge those who are sexually immoral and adulterers. So even though you and your partner decide, oh yeah, we gonna bring him in, we gonna bring her in, just because it's what you decide don't mean the man upstairs says it's okay. So don't get it twisted and confused and keep the Bible out of your answer, because your bed was defiled when you brought him, shim, and her, and them. All them folk got up in there. Okay.
Because it, and I agree with you, because here's the thing. If you and your spouse have agreed on certain things that y'all would like to enjoy or whatever like that, that's between y'all.
Yeah.
A lot of times what happens is they're ashamed of expressing what they would love, and that usually turns into a problem already when you get into a relationship or even marriage. You're not speaking on
Yeah.
the things that you like, that you enjoy, and that you want to explore with your partner.
Right.
That's the problem. And it goes back to the number one thing that we all have said every single time we get on subjects of this matter: communication. People don't know how to say what they really want and what they really desire.
Right.
Because if that
Yep.
person doesn't meet that
Yep.
requirement, guess what? There's about how many people in this world? 8 billion?
Ooh.
Let's talk. There's somebody out there that's going to meet the same thing that you're seeking.
That's true.
You right
And
about
here's
Mm.
my thing inside of my relationship. If he want a blonde, I'm gonna go buy one. Put her right here and be blonde. If he
Come
want a
on.
Oh.
redhead, I got that already. You want blue, green, orange,
Ah.
rainbow bright. You want some blue.
What
Listen,
about the?
my soror showed off the diamonds when she accepted her speech. I can do whatever you need. I can.
Hey,
You want to pick me up at the bar? I will be in something you have never seen before and make your eyeballs pop out the socket like that. But if you so much as breathe another woman in our space,
Oh.
hold on,
But let's
but
also
see, you
talk
got to
about
complete
this.
your.
it's a wrap. It's over.
Hey,
I'm done.
hey, to complete your wig, do you got the
But what
stiff
about
church
this?
wig as well, just in case you want to
I,
get with the mother
I
of the church or something?
You don't be
no,
hey,
ma'am.
don't be sticking head. Do not be sticking head. Listen, let me tell you what's happening with me. The old lady and the little cheer.
Y'all
I
going to
don't care
hell.
about nobody. If you are Kelly-ish, you go to hell-ish. Okay.
If he want, if he got a thing about
So
if
I
he
got a
want to get with
question.
the first wife fantasy, I don't know. Just
Well, then
think.
you go to
So here's
school
a
and you
question.
become the pastor, and then I'll be the first lady.
Okay.
So we got some questions and comments, but I do have a question. I'm not even a question. I'm going to say this as a comment to kind of top off what we're saying, and then I'm going to start reading some of the comments. Hey, Tony, what's up? DJ Tony Sanchez from Eye of the Storm off of KCCR Radio is in the building. What's going on, sir? Listen, here is what I have for this. You know what? It's not even about all of this, about bringing somebody else into bed. You know what it's about?
He's not.
Trust.
That's it.
It's
That's all
about
it is.
trust. Can I trust my partner? Can I trust the person that I am intimate with? Is it okay for me to share and to expose me? Right? Because a lot of us don't. We keep ourselves enclosed to ourselves, and we be with people 10, 15, 20 years, and they don't even know that we like to swing from chandeliers, because in a heated situation that might get thrown back at us. A lot of us don't know how to keep our personal business our personal business, and your brown skinned cousins them know everything that's going on in your house and in your bedroom. That's an issue, and I think that's one of the and then we're also talking about people who are afraid to, and we call it freaky. It's not freaky. You're just being who you are. You know what you like, you know what you don't like. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it really does come down to trust. Number one, do I trust you enough to share with you the most parts of what I desire from an intimate and a sexual perspective? And what people don't seem to understand is when we're talking about sex and in a relationship, you've been with somebody long term or and that kind of thing, the issue becomes, do I trust you enough to let you in, to let you see who I really am?
That's
That's
a
right.
good. That's a
That's a
good
good.
statement, Paulette.
That's it.
Yeah.
And I think my thought to that is, and then we can read these comments. But a lot of times people there's two things that people are afraid to talk about when they're in a relationship or marriage: is money and sex.
Yep.
You know, I
Yep.
don't know why. Talk about money. People don't want to talk about money. Talk about sex. But the thing is that I think you will be closer to your mate once y'all start talking about what you really like, what you really want, what really
That's the
pleases you.
question
Because
right
if
there.
you don't do that, you really don't like the Carol said, you're not really communicating with your partner.
That's right.
And
But
it
let's
may
ask
take
the
it may
question
take
right
you
at
till
that
you 50
point.
years old. It may take you till you 50 years to realize, damn, she She like those the
Well, hell,
roses.
by that time, stuff don't work the way it's supposed to no more.
Oh, but you be surprised.
No, you be
Be
surprised
surprised
now.
what turn that faucet
Stuff
on.
done, stuff done changed here lately.
You be surprised what turn that faucet on.
Wait.
Do you see what? Do you see? Listen.
What you're saying is in the communication part, your
Yes.
partner says, I like threesomes. Okay, so they're free, they're open, they're having this open dialogue, and I like a
Mhm.
threesome, and you don't. What happens then?
You got to figure. And here's something, because I had a
Figure it
conversation
out.
with a friend. I had a conversation with a friend of mine that I know personally that has a certain relationship with her significant other, and the one thing that I learned from them just by the conversation that we all done had was they had to have those real conversations. You know, if one is coming saying they want this, and now if this person desires something different, if they're doing what you need to do for them, you got to do the polar opposite for that person. They have to have those real conversations.
Yeah.
But what happened in those conversations is it brought them closer to realize that they could be themselves. And if you think about it, in a lot of marriages, relationships, a lot of people are not being themselves because they're closing themselves, because they're afraid, or they probably did say something to that person, and the thing happened was that person like, ugh, or I ain't even get down like that, and that's embarrassing, and they turn it
Right.
from
Yep.
that
That's the
into
number one
you a
thing.
hoe or you ain't, that's nasty, and then they don't know how to react to that.
The Carla,
You have
Yes.
those questions in the
Yep.
dating period. You
struck
have
a
those
nerve, man. People are
conversations in the
afraid.
dating period.
People are
Yep.
afraid.
People are afraid to talk.
They're afraid.
You
And
really,
it comes back to what I said earlier, trust.
yep.
But I'm gonna say something. You know what's happening now these days, and let's look at
What
what we're
you
doing
were saying,
now.
Cullen?
Look at social media. There's a lot of groups out here now
Yeah.
that are bringing people in where they're finding out that there's people just like them out there, and it's making it a whole lot better for them to easily have certain relationships that they're seeking. So the communication is
Yeah.
changing, and and it's becoming more personal and not being out there all over the place. So
Excellent. I think we're supposed to wrap that up now.
Right. Okay. Well, we got some comments here. Angela Serrato. If your partner is your spouse, not your live-in or BF or GF, nothing should be taboo. You should not want to bring out that part of you that will ensnare and rapture your partner unless you plan on exploring and setting free your primal side.
Mm.
Okay, Jennifer Payne, married. It's 50 Shades of Grey in this mug. Why hold back with your life partner? Now, there may be stuff one or both of us aren't a fan of, but for my life partner, why would I be scared or nervous to ask or talk about it or try things? That makes no sense to me. Winifred Curtis actually said, let me get serious. Relationship again. Let me get in a serious relationship again. I swear he going to be following me around the house, talking about where you going. God said bed is undefiled, so we gonna do it all and then some. Monique Thomas said the crazy thing is that in my marriage we tried things over the years, married 29 years to be exact, but not a whole lot of freaky stuff. But at the end of my marriage, I figured out why. That's another conversation. In a current relationship, the level of comfort and security with each other is amazing. The things we do blows both of our minds some days. We do have a safe word, and because some days I have to be like, baby, for real, LOL. I'm not sure what that means. But big shout out to Monique Thomas for that. I guess that's their safe word. And you know, Cullen, I know you have some things that you want to talk about, but I still take it back to trust. Can I trust you? Especially if we laid here and you seeing all of my everything, you know what I mean? And you know, there are, if we're intimate enough like that, I don't even know if I at this age, hell, you don't need to see all this stuff. Because I had to roll stuff up and stuff now, you know. But
oh my God,
I just kind of,
Come on now.
come on, God.
I'm just saying, you know, I don't want you to be seeing all of that, but that's me personally. What I'm saying is, and all joking aside, I think that it still comes down to trust. Do I trust you enough to be my most vulnerable self when I don't have no clothes on? I'm just laid up in this here bed with everything laying on the side of me, up under my arm, you know, stuff like that. You know, your stuff ain't fixed up like it used to be when we was young no more and all that old stuff, you know. And you know,
I'll tell you what, he don't care.
Do I trust you enough? What you say, Cullen?
I'm just saying he don't
What you
care.
say?
He don't care.
Okay.
He don't
I
care.
think
He don't
Listen,
care.
so I don't.
we
I'm
done
not
got to the
sure. I'm
we done
not
got to
sure.
the place of our lives where people are throwing flowers just to make sure there's some places in there that's supposed to be moist. So you just got to live with.
I'm so done. I'm done. He
I'm
gonna
just saying.
It's the safe signal.
That's when you use the safe word.
Lord have mercy.
Colin, let me say this. Just like your hair, you do what you want. That's between any couple, trouble, whatever. That's between you, and that's the beauty of having relationships.
Yeah.
My
Right.
point is simply don't bring in a Bible verse to justify what you're doing because that particular verse that everybody was typing does not apply.
Sure don't.
It
There
does
you go.
not apply. Okay.
And it may open up some new avenues for you.
Yeah, it may not be none you want.
Oh,
You ain't lying.
Okay.
Because when you open up Pandora's box,
Seen these movies about the safe words that didn't work, the
Lord.
boundaries that did not keep
The
people
safe words that didn't
inside.
work.
Okay, I watched the whole movie where they had a whole open relationship and they had ground rules, and somebody always broke them. So
you,
it's enough dealing with relationship with two people. You start bringing in threes, fours,
Yeah.
fives, and six. Then you wonder why the person you with is crazy because everybody they had sex with is inside of them.
Mm.
And you wonder what cuckoo you dealing with
Mm.
today. We all cuckoo up in this camp, but that's
Yeah.
okay. All right, go ahead.
For Cocoa Puffs. Yes.
And then
So listen, y'all, we want to kind of wrap this up just a little bit, but before we do, first of all, we want to thank you guys for hanging out with us here at brownstoneworldwide.com, and also Brownstone Worldwide, which houses KCCR Radio, the Brownstone. Nicole, show us some love. You got a show coming up, don't you?
Yes.
yes, I'm very excited about it. Starting Monday, Money Matters, Money Mondays, we will be bringing to you Your Money Matters right here live on the Brownstone Worldwide. And we're going to be kicking off. The panel doesn't know, but they're joining me on my kickoff night.
Okay.
Because we're going to have conversations about money and relationships. And I'm very excited about that as we are moving into October, which is financial planning month, and getting started
Yes.
with planning our finances for 2023. So I can't wait.
Yes.
Yay.
Yes, absolutely. All right. Big shout out to Tony Sanchez, who is actually in the chat right now. He has a show that airs on KCCR Radio on Saturdays and Sundays. It's called Eye of the Storm. Y'all, he literally broadcasts live. He broadcasts live. So big shout out to Tony Sanchez as well. And then also we have, again, Marshawn Olaniyan. You can go ahead and check out her show. It's called Love Restored. She's working on episode number 3 and 4 right now. And we're really excited about that because her show airs every Monday. It's 30 minutes. You guys go on over to BWTV on brownstoneworldwide.com and you can actually see her show from this past Monday. It was amazing. She really has a fighting spirit to teach people how to love themselves and to love those people in their lives like their partners and their spouses. So y'all definitely take a look at this show. Don't forget on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and this morning I actually did too. Check out the day shift, which airs first thing in the morning, and we go over news and information that you can use. Alan Edwards joins me with 4 minutes of news every 15 minutes during my segment of the show. We talk about the things that are coming down the pipe, like Cullen's Corner Hot Topics, and also our pledge drive. But I'm going to hand it back over to you, and then DeCarlo, hand it over to you as well. I'm going to hush and let you guys have your say.
I'll just say, the pledge drive is going to be a number one thing that we're going to talk about for the next 4 days. We're trying to get at least $10,000. That's our goal. So everybody has their own pop-up store. Popcorn is great, but we'll take donations as well. Our main focus is we're working with the Beta Alpha chapter in Jackson, Mississippi, Omega Psi Phi. trying to get this this water thing under control. It's real crazy, and they just need all the help they can get. So let's give and let's get this money out there, y'all. Go ahead, DeCarlo.
Hey, so same thing, piggybacking off of that. This is a big weekend for us. This is our first drive, so I hope everybody gets involved. Show the support. We're gonna be plugging this thing all over the place. So send it to your friends, send it to your loved ones. If it's $5 up to $100, no matter what it is, show us some support as we try to push this drive and do our part in helping our neighbors across the way in Mississippi. Also, I have, one thing to say,
Absolutely.
and then I'm gonna turn it off. Well, turn it back to the leaders. Happy birthday to my son Darius Collins. He is turning 21 years
Oh
old,
wow! Happy
and
birthday!
it's a milestone. So I have to celebrate that.
Can I
Happy
Also,
birthday!
and this person that's walking in the camera, my aunt, she's also celebrating her birthday on the same day as well. So happy birthday to her as well.
Happy birthday!
So, but like I said,
Happy birthday to you.
that's a big thing for me. I'm celebrating that this weekend. So he's turning 21. Real excited about that. But back to the drive, back to the show. I just want to do that real quick.
So let me ask you, if for those of you who are trying to decide which flavors of the popcorn to buy, if you like spicy, go ahead and get that queso or that jalapeno. That white cheddar is absolutely off the chain. I have to go in and make my order. I need enough supply to last me at least a month. So that's gonna be my brick and then my brick. Okay. So I'm getting 2 bricks up out of this order.
I feel you.
So it's absolutely good. It's fresh. It's delicious, and don't miss it.
There you go.
Yeah. So y'all, this is what I definitely want to say. We're going to be sharing the link after the show tonight. And again, we are literally helping to change the narrative. We are looking to do everything that we can to make sure that we are building the brownstone community brick by brick. So there will be different tiers depending on which tier that you purchase your popcorn. And yes, I say popcorn. Depending on how much popcorn that you purchase, guess what, folks? You're going to get your name on a virtual brick that will be shared all over brownstoneworldwide.com. And we're going to be showing you some love. So if you have a family member that you want to honor, if you have somebody that you want to talk to in regards to sharing this information, let us know. And let's see, did you put that in the budget? Huh? Is that in the budget? Hey, Auntie, happy birthday. Okay. Hey, y'all. Hey, Dr. Dina Brown, how you doing?
They right up in here asking me if it's in the budget. It absolutely is. It's called the entertainment budget. I will spend my entertainment budget on my food. So please don't try to call me out. Yes, I did. Yes, I
There
did.
you
There you go. So y'all, we're going to put the information about how you can give. Okay, let's see. Fundraiser. And listen, here's something else, y'all. We're going to be doing a fundraiser every month. It is a pledge to help again to build out brownstoneworldwide.com. And then we are partnering every single month with a nonprofit agency to help make sure that we're doing our part in our own communities, because that is how we build community. That is how we continue to serve those people who are a part of who we are. And we're really appreciative of that. So as soon as the show is over, we're going to start sharing our links so that you guys can find out how and how much, which tier is going to get you a shout out, going to get your name posted, your business posted, or whatever. Let's go ahead and raise this money, y'all, so we can do some great things in our communities. I'm going to give it back to Cullen, and let's wrap it up.
Yeah, I'm just saying, just like she said, let's just give back to the community. Let's try to just do what we can to help those that are in need. And that's our whole thing. That's all we want to do. We want to make sure that we give back to our community, and we want to give a voice to the voiceless. And so this is part of what we want to do. So let's do it.
Yeah.
So
all right, y'all. It's been real. Check us out first thing in the morning. Yes, I see Dr. Dina down here. Hey, girl. I'm so glad to see you. We need to bring Dr. Dina on. That's just all I'm going to say, okay? All these doctors up in here. Yes, doctor. But yes, We see you. Hey, girl, we see you back there. She just walked.
Yeah, we get some secret
Y'all, it's time to
Come
go.
on.
That's right. So
Yep, and like Tony says, DJ Tony Sanchez says, we all we got.
You're walking in the camera.
Yes, she knows the plug. And Dr. Dina, we're gonna bring you on, honey. You next up. You up next. So listen, keep it locked to us in the morning. You can go ahead and follow us on Brownstone's Best and the Corner Family for more that you can't get on our regular page, like at the Brownstone Center, right? So real talk, Greg R. Starks said. So listen, y'all, we gotta go. We gotta go. But what I really, really want to say is that we want you guys to buy these bricks. And along the way, you're going to help us to build out the Brownstone community. All right. Yeah. Cullen, yeah, brick. Ow. Cullen, back to you. I said, letting it all hang out. Okay. All right, Cullen, back to you.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. And thanks for coming. And I got some good topics for next week. So let's stay tuned.
Oh, Lord Jesus. All right. All right, guys. We will see you on the next edition of Cullen's Corner. Come join me in the morning for the day shift. Thanks so much for joining us here on Cullen's Corner, a part of BrownstoneWorldwide.com. Good night.
Good night.